What is this?
This is what anyone can do now. In fact, this was generated a second ago.
But isn't this the thing that famous actors sued some company for?
We propose contracts. Legally. And
They signed?
Yes. Even in Hollywood, no careers last forever. So some decided to license their likenesses. And even after they die, the revenues go to their families.
Then what's the point of me giving away my face? I'm just...
A nameless actress. Right? Let's say it's a paradigm shift.
What?
Those who make these movies might be the generation that knows how big Arnie or Bruce is, but who do you think consumes these movies?
Hello guys, it's Yuki, and I am an AI writer, director, or whatever. And thank you for watching the part 3 of Scene 1, Netflix is Dead. And like the last time, I'm going to watch and show you the bloopers of this part 3, and then let's have some fun.
What is this?
Yeah, so it's not like terrible outtake, but for me, this, like, how do you say?
What is this?
Like, this part is where she watch the AI generated movie, and then it was not clearly what is, like, what it appears to be. Like, he said, like, she thought, it was a Terminator, but, it's actually not, kind of stuff, yeah. And then the next one is...
What is this?
Okay, so the next one is, pretty good, but she look us like directly to the camera, so I didn't quite like that. So yeah, maybe I'm a bit too picky about it, but I just didn't like it, so I just change it. Yeah. The third one is,
this is what anyone can do now. In fact, this was generated a second ago.
yeah, so this one is also okay, but I just didn't like the part where this
is what anyone can
thing
do now.
just
In fact, this was generated a second ago.
yeah, just suddenly pops off. Yeah, so I just cut out the part and generate it again. So yeah, this is
But isn't this the thing that famous actors sued some company for?
question. Like, just some table just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know why, but yeah, I just obviously I have to cut it out. And think about, like, people say, like, making an AI movie with AI is very, very easy. Somewhat it's true, but if you try to nail to each cut, it still requires some attention to detail. And I don't want to sound sophisticated, or I don't want to sound like I don't know, like, not humble, but I just want to give some care to what I give to you guys. So just letting you know.
But isn't this the thing that famous actors sued some company for?
Okay, this is also like another thing. Like, it doesn't do anything weird, but it's kind of out of her character for me. Like, she is Japanese and she is not well sold as an actress, and so she kind of did this. It looks a bit kind of a snobby kind of, and then I thought it was kind of out of character, so maybe don't do that. And then let's take another shot. It's really like you're like a director, yeah. So like I say, my last dream was to be a director. So I feel like I'm doing some like how you say, like I am reliving my dream. I feel like part of it.
Yes. Even in Hollywood, no careers last forever. So some decided to license their likeness. And even after they die, the revenues go to their families.
Yeah, this is also this is the hardest part I could get. I got it hard as well. Like, some decided to license their likenesses, but for some reason, this AI couldn't nail the likenesses. So let's check it out, the other part.
So some decided to license their likeness. So some decided to license their likenses.
Likenses, yes.
Even in Hollywood, no careers last forever. So some decided to license their likenesses. And even after they die...
Okay. So eventually on his field, you can write like a dialogue, like likenesses and stuff. And then I eventually write likenesses instead of likenesses. And then I nail this, part, but I put this in my blooper because the people who just, came into the screen was kind of a bit distracting. So I just, cut it off. Yeah.
Then what's the point of me giving away my face? I'm just so...
Yeah. That's also another thing, like, there's some, this waitress just, goes right on that window. It's not strange, really, but, it's outside of the cafe. And also, I'm not a big fan of the idea, like some strangers walking past by in the scene, kind of, other than being, how do you say, like, other than it's like a, crowded space or something, yeah.
A restraint.
A nameless actress. Right?
Yeah, this is another one. Like, this is also another cut that I really had a really trouble with. For some reason, they just didn't do the, how do you say? They just add some improvisation, I would say, in this, cut. And then for this one, for some women said some random dialogue. And then the other one is, he freezes.
A nameless actress. Right?
Yeah, like this, like for some reason, and I didn't have any. I didn't think there's no necessity to use this, transition. So obviously I cut it out.
A nameless
Okay,
actress.
Some random
Right?
Dialogue at the beginning. This is.
Let's say. It's a paradigm shift.
Yeah, this is also another like unintentional, how do you say, animation or zoom out. Yeah, and then also one thing I want to point out is this from this side, this guy looks significantly like Jake Gyllenhaal. I found, and I didn't put any Jake Gyllenhaal's pictures on my images, but yeah, for some reason, yeah, he looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, now he doesn't look like that, but when we look from his side, yeah, he looks like a Jake Gyllenhaal for some reason. Yeah, I love Nightcrawler by the way.
Let's say it's a paradigm shift.
Okay, that one is also not good because it doesn't look like he, like, you know, I get it, like, you know, people say something like, you know, let's say it's a paradigm shift, and like, you know, looking away stuff, like, you know, as if, I don't know, like, yeah, just looking away. But this version, it looks like he is talking to someone, to someone on, how do you say, who is on the direction he's looking at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, it's very, very subtle or little tiny.
Let's say it's a paradigm shift.
Yeah. To me, at least, yeah, he looks like there is someone he is looking at it. Yeah, it feels like, yeah. So I just, you know, cut it off. And the other one is,
Let's say it's a paradigm shift.
yeah, this one is not bad, but I just didn't think the necessity of the camera movement as well. So I just, you know, didn't use this one as well. Yeah. And the other one is, yeah, we just moved on.
What?
Yeah, this is the same thing. Like, you know, he said paradigm shift, and it's what? And then obviously she's talking to the Sean right next to her, but she just looks away randomly and then talk to say what? And then, yeah, it's obviously not usable.
Those who make these movies might be the generation that knows how big Arnie or Bruce is, but who do you think consumes these movies?
Yeah, okay, he laughs away too much, and also this might just takes away his device and then transform it into briefcase, and then that was a bit funny, but, you know, yeah, obviously I couldn't take it.
Kimoe. Hey, go sit there.
그래도 blow your heart way D. This my this.
Okay, I have no idea what happened in this, you know, scene. And then this is the same prompt that I used the last cut, and I just didn't know what happened. And then he even said, you know, Japanese, like, you know,
Kimoe.
yeah, kimoi. Yeah, kimoi means, like, you know, disgusting or creepy in Japanese. I don't know why he said that, actually. Yeah, but we'll move on. Yep, that's weird.
I guess would let you guys pull their print.
Oh, no face here.
Yeah, okay, he just messes up, you know, his line, so, you know, yeah, like, you know, and then this is just part of it, actually, yeah, so, I make a lot of, you know, mistakes, or, I do a lot of, you know, try again and stuff, so, yeah, it's not easy to make, you know, AI movies, at least for me, someone who has just, you know, how do you say, who has some discipline or will to make it, how do you say, as close to perfection, not perfection, but like make it good. Yeah, so, you know, I care about, you know, my art at least, so yeah. And yeah, and again, thank you so much for, you know, sticking around with my bloopers, and I'll see you guys in the next section. And then thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.